Hey, everybody out there, and welcome back to everybody's favorite new podcast. This is Are You Garbage? The show where we sit down with your favorite comedians and find out if they grew up classy or if they're a big old piece of trash. I'm your host, Foley, coming at you on a beautiful day here down in the basement, Aunt Tootie's basement. Woo-hoo. The holiday season is in bloom. She hasn't gotten the decorations put up down here because her hip's been bothering her, and I got to go up in the attic and get the box. I told her I could do it Saturday. My co-host is coming at you from right next to me. He's my best pal in the whole wide world. If I could be with this guy every second of every day, man, that would be my little slice of heaven. Give it up for Kevin James Ryan, everybody.
Hey, gang, you're laying it on a little too thick, everybody. What's up? Thanks for tuning
It's Christmas bonus time coming up. What are you talking
He's
about?
got to butter up the CEO, get a little bit of gauge. What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. As always, please make sure you rate, review, subscribe on iTunes. Full video is available on YouTube. And then, obviously, the bread and butter, patreon.com/RUGarbage. You can sign up. You can get bonus videos you can get bonus episodes every week of Are You Garbage. You can get bonus episodes of Hard Feelings, where it's me and Foley fucking letting it fly. You see behind the curtain a little bit.
Chopping it up.
Also, at the end of every month with the highest level, we do a live stream where you get to ask us questions. We get to ask you questions. We'll play the game with you. It'll be a good fucking time. Check it out, patreon.com/RUGarbage.
Yes, of course. And, of course, you want to pick up a little AYG swag, go over to podcastmerch.com and grab yourself a tee or a hoodie.
Yep.
And a little bit of shout-out to our old pal, our producer extraordinaire, the magic man, T-Bone. Toby McMullen.
Soon to be unemployed.
For a little bit behind the curtain here, T-Bone just botched the recording. We lost the first 20 minutes.
A little bit of a backstory. We were in the fucking middle of a heartfelt, intense tale from our very special guest that we have here today. And we're going to do it one more time for you because we're 4 professionals, 3.5 with the scrub.
5.5 if you count Foley. Oh, dude, something just came out of your nose. Oh, my God. Slow-mo that. Punch in on that, and it's slow-mo. Oh, my God.
Ever since
I think that was the vaccine or something.
His antibodies running away. Quick, grab them. Gang, we couldn't be more excited to have our old pal, our very special guest here with us today. He is a very funny stand-up comedian and podcaster. He is the host of Two Jacked Bros and a good pal of ours. Ooh. He's had a fucked up childhood.
Yeah, crazy
we're
as
about
they
to
come,
hear it for
baby.
a second time. Round 2 of fucking Psycho Tales. Give it up for Sidney Gant, everybody.
Oh, thank you so much.
We're sorry to have to make
buddy.
you tell this all over again.
Not a problem. I think the craziest part about it is I don't think it was fucked up, but let's do this.
You were a little vague with the details, a little bit with some of the things I wanted to know, but then we got to it. So tell us the story again. You grew up in a town called Pottstown.
Pottstown, Pennsylvania, which is a little bit of a rural town.
Right.
About an hour, 15 minutes outside of Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
And, we were just as a scrappy little town. Like we have wrestling champions from there.
Yeah.
I'm aware.
And so one of the things that we would always do at the end of every, play session with all the kids is we would all fight each other before we all went.
Which is insane to me. Like, it's just like this unspoken rule that everybody just starts punching each other.
But will make sense in a couple of minutes.
Yes.
Yeah, not only was it an unspoken rule that everybody punched each other, if you tried to leave, then
You got it
all
extra
the people
hard.
would come after you.
Damn.
Like, nobody would leave. You couldn't leave if you didn't throw a punch or take a punch.
I would have been like, my asthma's bothering me,
Yeah.
something. I would have fucking, you know what I mean?
I got flat feet. I'll see you guys in math class.
Yeah, trying to duck it like the draft.
Yeah.
I got a doctor's note. I can't do it.
I mean, believe it or not, I was actually a hard attempted ducker of that.
You tried to duck it.
Every single time.
Really?
Every single time. But like what I would do is just throw myself into it really quickly, like take a couple of lumps and then just try to bounce.
Yeah, get it over like a Band-Aid.
Like a mosh
Basically.
pit running.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't necessarily, I wouldn't say that I was tough.
Yeah. And what age we talking?
So that stopped when I was about 15, 16, but that was again because guns started to get introduced. Like the climate, the town changed very dramatically around that time. So
damn.
Did any of your friends have guns?
Later on, yeah.
But these are like you said, rural
Yes.
people. So they have like rifles and shit like that.
Well, see, here's the thing: we're a rural town that should be a suburban town. So nobody thinks they're rural in that town.
Gotcha.
Ooh, that's a dangerous combination.
Yeah.
It really is.
Hillbillies who don't know they're hillbillies.
Yeah, it's a double-edged sword. Damn.
For sure.
Yikes.
Yeah.
All right. And what's the backstory with your family? Hit us with that. Because that will connect why you
That'll
and your
bring us
friends
up to
were
speed,
fighting
yeah.
each other in parking lots after fucking birthday parties.
that happened.
Yeah, of course it did.
Shout out to Chuck E. Cheese. Guy can throw a mean left hook.
That rat had it coming, I tell you.
Yeah, so I was like, grew up with a single mom for the most part. Although my dad lived in the town, and I would see my dad pretty often.
Okay.
Okay.
Weekly, monthly? What are we talking?
I mean, as often as I wanted to. He didn't live that far.
Gotcha.
So to some degree, it would be on me sometimes.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
if I
yeah.
was willing to take the bike trip, trip over there. If I was like, sometimes I would be like really sitting there making the decision, like, am I going to go play basketball or see my dad today?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I played a lot of basketball.
Hell of a jumper. Kid's got a hell of a shot.
Yeah, so that was until 6th grade. Lived with my mom, and then we moved. My brother and I moved with my grandma. My sister ran away from home, and then my mom moved to Coatesville. It was we just kind of got scattered into the wind.
Right.
And so that was basically my home life. It was
This was up until 6th grade.
up until 6th grade.
Now, your mother was a big part of your life back then.
Yeah, man.
Influence.
My mom was a big part of the town back then.
And tell the folks out there what she did.
Her hobbies. What did her crossword puzzles?
Sudoku. Yeah, no. So my mom, which is again, it's a very hard thing to explain to people. My mom, she was a street fighter, and so when I say that, like everybody, oh yeah, my mom would like get loud. Like yeah, my mom would get loud and fight people at grocery stores too. But that like she would fight in scheduled fights.
Yeah, dude, that's fucking insane
Yeah.
to me.
My mom worked at a dentist office.
Dude, the only fight I ever saw my mom almost get in is, I think we might have talked about it on this. This family from Flowertown moved into like our neighborhood. They hit the lottery, or it was like a fucking slip and fall accident or something. They came across a couple $1 million.
Oh yeah.
So they
these
were real
bozos.
trashy and moved in. I got hit in the face with a hockey stick. We were playing hockey. I got hit in the face with a hockey stick by the one that was my age. My brother came out to be like, yo, what the fuck? And then his older brother beat up my older brother. And then my mom comes out. We're both like bloody on the front yard. And she goes and starts screaming at the mom. And I'm like, yo, well, you're going to get fucking worked, lady. Like, this family's going to fucking run through us.
It's like the guy that knocked out Debo for the guy Debo knocked out for the bike.
Yeah.
Coming down here messing with these people.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So I come from a family of fighters. Like I'm probably the least fighty of my family.
Yeah. And for the list, we've went over this in the part that we lost, but Sydney is pure fucking bonkers. Crazy person. Not looking for confrontation, but definitely not running away from it.
No, I think I need it
Yeah.
to some degree to feel stable.
Okay.
You know?
Psycho.
So this town had this almost circuit of underground fighting.
Yeah. So I mean, if you know anything about Pottstown, PA, it's a town that kind of builds professional athletes too. Like we had professional football players,
Sure.
basketball players, an Olympic bronze medalist in wrestling. Like we produce pretty good athletes.
And your mother was recognized in this circuit for being one of the toughest people.
Oh, my mom's a legend in my town.
Damn.
Undefeated street fighter.
Do you have any idea what a ballpark purse would be for something like this? Because I would imagine with gambling on the fights, there would have to be a pretty decent amount of money at stake. Not like millions of dollars, but obviously.
Yeah, probably a couple of hundo.
Couple
a
of
fight.
hundo on
This
a
is
fucking
the,
Saturday.
This is the 80s, the 90s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So I'll say this. I never knew exactly how much money she won, but 1 year for school, she bought all of me and my brother's school clothes with money she won from one fight.
Damn. That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Dude, we were balling in Bradley's. Balling in Bradley's.
I love it.
And she was like so proud that she was buying all of her school clothes with fight money that she wasn't even like trying to micromanage what I bought. It was all windbreakers.
Yeah. Oh.
She let me get all windbreakers. She also made me buy a couple of long johns to wear under them for the winter. But
You
it
got
was
to.
like,
Yeah.
She turns into Oscar De La Hoya. Huh?
I love it.
Just get whatever you want. Go
At
ahead.
the end of the day, she's still a great mom. Got to get long johns. You got to stay warm. It's great.
Was she strict with you about what you did?
No, she was only strict that we had to work hard and get good grades.
Because
Really?
you are a very calculated, thorough, critical thing. You're not like wild or like you're very intelligent, very smart, very calculated person.
And you see, that's you would say on the surface the underground fighting is garbage, but then when you say that,
No, it's garbage. I mean, you'll say that on the surface, at the bottom, on the top, underground. I mean,
Yeah, it's pretty garbage.
even
It's
with her being
trash,
so
dude.
disciplined with her kids, I don't know. I would give a little leeway on that.
well, she did a great job with them, but she's still a fucking backyard brawler.
Dude,
I mean, like she's in a fight club.
yeah.
Sydney, man,
Yeah, my brother and I.
I think
actually
I've
talk
met
about
her.
this.
Maybe I think I might have met her
You
at one
could've.
point. I
You
think I
could've.
did. Yeah.
My brother and I, we talk about this a lot. It's like, because my brother's a good guy too. He's like, a boss at his job. Like he's a hardworking dude.
Mhm.
You know
Okay.
what I mean? And it's like she accidentally raised good kids.
Yeah.
It was,
but not accidentally. She put the screws to you.
not really. I mean, my mom was. I don't even think. I can't remember even getting like yelled. She wouldn't try to intimidate us. Like, her kid.
Really?
No, not at all. Because she was very into the idea of us being polite. Just like being well mannered.
You are very well mannered, very polite.
Yeah.
Very respectful. Always sorry. Thank you. Very. Yeah,
Were
yeah,
you
yeah.
scared of her growing up? Was there like an unwritten?
I'm scared of her now.
Did she not have to be that way because you were already petrified of her?
No, my mom is so one time when she thought my sister was afraid of her, she made my sister fight her. Like we weren't allowed
Talk
to,
about school the hard knocks.
yeah.
Now get outside here and fight your mom.
Pack
Yeah,
of
'cause,
wolves
like,
over there.
Because my mom was my mom's whole thing is like there's like no cowards in her house. So like I was one of those kids. So I would never even want
I
to tell
get
my
it.
mom
I get it.
that I was made. So
It's like you're not going to be afraid of anything.
Yes.
Face it all. You're never going to be afraid of it.
See,
So here's an
it's
example.
like hardcore shit.
It's pretty hardcore. So here's an example. Of
I
what I'm
think
talking
there's a
about.
different way of going around it than right hooks. you can instill that theory in people without fucking punching them in the head.
I'm sitting there like, I don't know. I'm on the fence.
Yeah. So my name is Sydney, but everybody calls me Scotty
Right.
in my town. And so I was Sydney until my first day of kindergarten, right? I come home. So in kindergarten, they do the roll call. Sydney, I raise my hand. A couple kids laughed about it because they thought it was going to be a girl. Right?
Oh yeah.
And I just thought that was like the funniest thing.
Mhm.
It was hilarious. Like I'm not a girl. They think I'm a girl. And
Yeah.
I went home and I just told my mom, like, oh, they thought I was a girl because
Yeah.
my name was
It's a great
Sydney.
misdirect.
And she was like, so right then and there, she was like, they're never calling you Sydney at that school again. She went to school the next day and told them to start calling me Scotty. And then the kids that made fun of me, she took me to their houses to fight them.
Oh my god.
First day of kindergarten.
Did you win?
What
What did the other mom say?
Yeah.
No, the other mom wasn't having it.
Yeah, I was going to
the
say.
other mom wasn't having it. Yeah. That was very lucky.
Wow.
How about that? Saturday morning, the doorbell rings. Oh, it's the Gants. What can we do for you?
Bring Timmy's little bitch ass out here. He's about to catch his
Heard you got some
smokes, huh?
running mouths in there.
Oh, you think
Sydney
Sydney's a funny name?
Sydney Shadowbox.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. Holy
So
shit.
that's what we're talking about here.
Yeah, I was one of those kids. I was one of those kids getting trotted around to fight people. So I could never even let my mom know that. Like I remember when this one big kid, Sharon Greenwich, kind of moved to the area we were living in.
Mhm.
He was like way bigger than he should have been for the
We had a
age.
couple
Those
of
kids were always so scary.
They transferred in, and they were like the tough guy for a little while, but eventually somebody got them.
Yeah, it's like, where'd you come from? The power plant? What the fuck
Yeah.
happened?
And I avoided him with everything that I could. 'Cause
Okay.
he was a little bit of a bully.
Sure.
And it was like if I get in any interaction with him, my mom is gonna make me fight this guy.
Mhm.
So I stayed away from him as much as I could. And then one day he shot me in the chest with a pellet gun.
Jesus
And
Christ.
my mom, like I came home crying about it. Like through my shirt, it was like lodged into my chest. I'm freaking out about it. She's looking at it. She's like, "What happened?" I'm like, "Sharon shot me with a pellet gun." And she's like, "He did what?" She took me back to his house with a pellet lodged in my chest
Oh my God.
to fight this dude. And it's like I wouldn't want to fight him now.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
Yeah,
It's just like, are
yeah.
you kidding me?
Yeah.
Dude, Sharon is like 6'8" now.
Jeez.
How did that go?
I got my ass kicked.
No, luckily his dad wouldn't let it happen.
Sure.
You know, his dad beat the shit out of him in front of us.
Really?
So, yeah.
Damn, your town's
Dude, that
fucked
shit's
up,
fucking
dude.
wild.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
You guys ever hear of a timeout or anything? What
Yeah.
the fuck?
Go to the mall, grab a soft pretzel or something, will you? Taking a movie. Jesus Christ.
I'm pretty sure timeouts were invented when I was like 10.
Like, fuck, I've been missing out on this shit.
You get a timeout when you're knocked out. That's the timeout.
The only timeout you got was when you got sent to the corner. Your
Yeah.
mom's putting ice on your
Yeah,
back.
spitting in a bucket.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Timeout is
Like,
getting
in
some.
between rounds.
Yeah.
Your cut man shows up.
She's like, I told you, work the job. Like, I'm fucking trying. The kid's 6'6". He's in 3rd grade.
Wearing a mouthpiece to school every day.
Dude, that's
Jesus,
fucking
man.
bonkers.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, I totally would never fuck with you ever now knowing all of this. Not that I ever would, but.
Yeah, I'm a nice guy.
Yeah, no,
You know?
for sure.
It was like, and that's the thing too. Like my mom, she just, so she would fight all these ladies, and we weren't allowed to go to these fights, but like we snuck out to a few of them, and
That has to do. I'm sorry to cut you off. That has to leave I don't know what the word, an impression. Fuck you up. Sneaking out and watching through people's legs your mom fight another person.
Yeah, have you met him? What the fuck? This is what we're talking about.
Foley, that's why I'm here.
Yeah, for sure fucked him up. That's why he's in the basement, baby. Now, do you think that affected you at all, Sydney?
But I mean, on such a level, because you couldn't be able to because I'm just thinking about things that I saw when I was a kid that I didn't understand.
Yeah.
And seeing that.
Your parents fucking.
How's he upside down like that?
Well, I will say this though, as far as like something that is impacting a child consistently throughout their lives, like fighting is very honest. You see people in their truth in a fight. So, if my mom won every fight she was in, but it was there's just something really pure about two people in a fight.
Sure.
Okay.
So, I mean, it was pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, it's fucking dope.
Yeah, like the part that sucked about it is that sometimes she would fight people's moms who I wanted to be friends with. And
That's a tough sleepover.
God,
Mrs.
Yikes.
Watkins, how's the jaw?
My mom said hi, by the way. Sorry about breaking your orbital. Rematch next March? What are you thinking?
yeah, it was sleepovers sucked.
Damn.
I had to leave multiple sleepovers because there would be not necessarily the person who's like the parents whose house it was, but other people at the sleepover. Like my mom had fought their mom, and they would have an issue with it, and then it was just a whole thing. I would just like leave.
Jesus
Yeah.
fucking Christ.
Did she ever get in trouble with the police or anything like that?
Nah, so again, Pottstown is a fighting town. So if the police showed up to a fight situation, they let them duke it out and then just send people on their way.
Yeah.
So no, I've never seen my mom get in trouble with the police.
God damn. That is hardcore.
Was it bare knuckle boxing or were they?
Yeah, they showed up as is. It was as is fighting.
This is as is. Oh, Toby, you sweet little country bumpkin.
Who sung the national anthem? Just, out of curiosity. Was Michael Buffer there?
People selling peanuts, Toby's asking.
That was a school newspaper question right there. Excuse me. Look in the back.
Yeah.
Oh,
What
my.
size gloves should we bring to this
Yeah.
fight?
Are you doing 16 ounces? What are you thinking? Headgear? No headgear?
They carpool to the fight.
Oh, dude.
Holy shit. Now, how has that affected Sydney now? Because you do some mixed martial arts stuff and all that, right?
Yeah, I've been doing martial arts since I was a kid. So when like growing up in that type of house, my mom wanted everybody to be able to fight. And
Family business.
yeah, basically, it really is. So my mom would go to she would train at a boxing gym. So that was always a really interesting thing to watch because most of the ladies that she fought were just people that thought they were tough.
Yeah.
But my mom was
Trained.
actually a skilled, trained
Was
fighter.
she a bigger or smaller? I
No,
picture her like small and wiry.
Yeah, she's like maybe 5'2",
damn.
fit. Like just
Right now.
I wouldn't. She's looking a little round lately to me.
Do you
Yeah.
think your mom could
It's
beat me?
COVID.
Could your mom beat me up right now?
Probably not. You're a big guy.
Yeah,
You're-
but
you're
he's
a big
too
guy.
big. He's broken. It's the law of diminishing returns.
So I will say this: if you don't knock her out in 30 seconds, you're in trouble.
Yeah, 30,
You're
dude.
in trouble. Dude.
30 seconds.
I have the cardio for like 6 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, then yeah.
If he doesn't get a hold of her quick,
Oh man.
Yeah. She's
Patreon. Patreon.
yo, go get Mrs. Gant. That'll be on the $50.
I would let her tune me up.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
can put,
I-
we'll put a little boxing ring in
I'd
here.
watch that. I'd watch that.
Your mom beat up Foley.
Dude, I would join the Patreon to watch her beat you up.
I tell you what, watching a fat guy get beat up is pretty good.
Yeah.
That's good TV. I'll tell you that right now. I don't mind it. All right, so she trained as a boxer. You're into mixed martial arts now. Your wife is into something.
Jiu-jitsu,
Yeah,
right?
jiu-jitsu.
You guys all do jiu-jitsu.
Yeah. So what happened? So when I was a kid,
Jesus
When-
Christ, the whole fucking squad.
well, it's all. It's the only thing that makes sense to me.
The
I feel
kids do. Your kids do it.
my
as well.
kids, yeah, absolutely. I feel like everybody should like train in fighting to some degree because it just mellows you out to a little bit.
Mhm.
You know, like Kevin was saying, like I don't necessarily try to start fights with people, but I will let you escalate the situation to a fight. You know, but I'm not gonna try to escalate it.
Okay.
I remember one time outside of a bar.
That's
I think
real
on
psycho shit.
Yeah, on South Street. I was like out there smoking, and I think it was me and you out. We were on South Street, and there was this weird interaction with this guy who like asked for a cig or something. It was like me and you hanging out front, and like I saw it. I'm like, I gotta end this now, otherwise it's gonna be a thing, right? I'm like, yeah, whatever, man. Like, you know, have a good one. And like, Sydney's like, so where you from? Or something. And like kept the conversation going, and I'm like, all right, like
like a
he's-
spider.
yeah, like you're not walking away from it. You're definitely not like gonna just hit the guy, but you're also like, hey, I'm down for wherever this goes. I am game.
Well, and I'm also conscious of other people around me too. So I thought you were gonna bring up that time in the back of Raven. There were these two black guys that were showing up. They weren't comedians, but they showed up for a couple weeks straight.
I
and they
vaguely
kept
remember
trying
this.
to fight people.
Yeah.
And one day, you and I were in the back of the room, and they
Oh
were trying
right.
to,
Holy shit! I forgot about this.
So they were trying to intimidate Kevin and me in the back of the room, and
I forgot about this.
so
Kippy had to flex on some
dude,
pussies.
it started to escalate. It was getting like chest
Yeah.
bumpy. And I remember, I'll never forget this. This is probably the day that I was like, I fucking love Kevin Ryan, right? Because I looked over at him.
Don't hit me, man.
I'm on the phone with my dad. I'm calling Sydney's mom real quick. Hey, how do I throw a hook?
So I look over at Kevin. He's jerking both of them off. And I'm like, fuck yeah, Kevin. We're
Yeah,
out
get
of
him.
here.
He's a good kid.
No, I look over at Kevin, and again, like he has this look on his face, like that basically says, I don't want to do this, but I will if it has to happen.
Yeah.
And I saw that, and I was like, all right, we're good.
Mm-hmm.
We're good. And I just let it go. So I'm not going to try to get anybody else involved in anything. That's a big thing for me. Like to the point that like if somebody doesn't like me, I'm like, listen, don't defend me to him. Like if we have a person like in our mutual circle that doesn't like me, just let them dislike me. Don't stick up for
You
me.
like to work alone, huh?
I do. I'm a lone
Yeah,
wolf.
yeah,
I'm a
he
lone
is.
wolf.
He's definitely got a go bag under the bed in case he's got a split town. A couple of passports, a stack of 10 grand.
Holy shit.
Couple
Things
of
go
pain
down in the
pills.
street.
Yeah. Wow, I forgot about that story. Holy shit.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy.
It was because I remember I said something to him. I was like, yo, you can't. I was like, you guys got to go. And he's like, what are you going to do about it? And it was like, what, or like, it was one of those things. And I just didn't. I don't know what I said exactly, but it was like, whatever we want to do, we can do, or something like that. And then his buddy stood up or something.
Yeah.
Then you stood up, and we were like, yeah. And they were like, yeah. We're like, yeah. And they go, all right, we'll leave. And we were like, and dude,
Gentlemen.
the second they walked out that door, I looked over and said, I'm like, ah! I thought I was going to get my ass kicked. Thank God my buff black friend hopped up and fucking flexed.
Am I in the gang now? Fucking nerd.
Want to go to Pottstown?
If Kevin lost the fight, you would have driven him to those guys' house, maybe fight him again.
T-Bone! I'm crying. Sydney, I don't want to do it.
Talking to his parents at the front door. Like, who are you? Fat white kid.
My mom would have stopped making me be friends with Kevin.
Yeah. You
No
can't
more
be hanging out with that fat Ryan boy.
Yeah, no more sleepovers at the pussy's house.
Oh, man.
Holy
The
shit.
good old days. Whew. I love it.
Let's see.
Let's get into a couple of
Yes.
questions.
I'm interested.
What we're here for.
I'm gonna go. Okay, now with what you just told us, being what it is, do you think you're garbage?
Man, I feel like I'm going to make the same mistake Ryan Shaner said, but I do not think I'm garbage.
I don't think you are either.
I think this is. I think you're. I don't know. Sydney's very oddly opinionated on things. He's kind of like Ari Shafi. Like you're opinionated on things that most people don't have opinions on, and you stick to your gut, and it's just very weird. He's like an onion. You're like, wait, what the fuck are you doing? So I don't know.
I bet you he's very disciplined. I bet you everything's probably organized. I don't think the kids probably get to eat bad foods. They're probably on a good diet.
No, I don't think so.
Well,
Am I wrong here? Are you going to hit me?
I mean,
I choke him out now.
you're not wrong, but you're not completely right either. So I grew up eating pretty healthy,
Right.
and when your mom
Yeah,
fighting
with
all the time,
fucking
she's gotta keep her
Holyfield,
shit
I
together.
guess you would.
Yeah, she's got to make weight.
All that road work,
A lot of boiled chicken,
drinking the eggs like in Rocky.
He's got them in his bottle.
Yeah, so there was I also like the everybody in my dad's side of the family becomes like diabetic and loses a foot.
Okay.
So my mom was just like, let's
That's
just
not happening.
do it.
Yeah. Okay.
So I was I was like McDonald's was a big treat,
Yeah.
for us. And it took a long time for me to even get used to the taste of McDonald's. Like I didn't get used to the taste of McDonald's until I was a teenager working there.
You worked
Ooh,
at
you
McDonald's.
worked at a McDonald's?
I
What'd
worked
you
at
do?
McDonald's and a Wendy's.
He's
Damn.
he's like one of those people on the internet that beats the fuck out of the customers for running their mouth.
See
Dipping their-
Sydney crawling through the drive-thru with Frosty all over him, fucking choking some guy out in his car.
Yeah, I was working on the grill, man. I was trying to be a ladies' man at that time. So I was more likely to finger a chick in the freezer.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All
Like
right.
it cold, huh?
The Iceman cometh.
Could have hit the broom closet. Put
All
a
right.
coat on.
Well, we're familiar with where you came up, Pottstown area, right?
Mm-hmm.
The big one is, what grocery store did you go to growing up, and what do you go to now that you're a family man? You have your own family. What do you do now?
So it was Super Fresh that turned into a Giant, and now I'm still a Giant guy.
That ain't too bad.
Not at all. What
That's
do you
pretty
mean?
good.
Yeah.
Giants, all right. I was a Super Fresh kid growing up too.
Yeah.
But then they changed at some point. They got bought out or something.
So
and
that's-
a lot of them flopped.
I didn't realize that Super Fresh was a little bit of a lower budget grocery
Was
store
it?
compared to Giant.
Ooh.
Right? I think Giant might have bought them out, and it was a little more upscale.
Okay.
And I didn't realize that, but it was for me the brand recognition was like I'm a Super Fresh guy. It's Giant now, so I'm a Giant guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not shabby at all.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. What were you? Gennardi's, Weiss?
Yeah, Gennardi's and then Giant. Yeah, of
Okay,
course.
yeah.
Yeah. But there wasn't the bloodbath going on in the fucking streets in Bluebell. That's the. If you would have said we got our own meat from the woods, I'd have been like, all right, that makes sense.
Well, we only eat what we hunt,
Yeah.
so
You hit me with a Giant. See, see, I'm telling you, this is gonna be. It's all gonna pan out. It's all gonna work out.
I got one too. What'd you get on your SATs?
The first time I got a 1490.
See, there we go.
Oh, yeah, but he's also street fighting every weekend.
Yeah, but it's also, guys. It's like the town that I live, the part of the town that I lived in. We grew up in a government subsidized housing development.
A 1490.
Yeah, but so hear me out though. So in that,
That's the highest one we've gotten. I think a 1400.
Yeah.
was the best we had before.
You should have been in like the CIA or something like that.
Oh, you would be a great FB, but you
Or
don't really
special
follow
forces.
rules.
yeah, I
He
was
doesn't
about
like
to say,
rules.
You know me.
Yeah, he
You
doesn't like
know me.
rules.
Special
Yeah.
forces you should have done. Delta Force,
I used
Green
to think,
Beret.
but again, you would have to follow rules to that point. You know,
He
You
could never
gotta-
make it there.
Yeah, no, it's again, it's
Oh, you would have got discharged for doing something fucked up.
I don't know. I don't like to get caught doing things.
That was so weirdly
Yeah.
said. That was so.
Well, there's
psycho
cameras
bitch.
on you right now, buddy boy. So don't get any fucking ideas.
Yeah, like I've never gotten in trouble for anything ever. Like I've never been in, because it's like if I was doing something and I'm like we're with people and somebody's being a little rowdy about it, I'm gone. Like I like to hang out with people that know how to keep it clandestine.
Clandestine.
I like to say clandestine.
Yeah, $14.90 my ass. Maybe a $9.40.
Hey, we'll say it however way you want to say it, big guy.
Yeah, I've heard it 3 ways.
So you were a good student.
Yes, I was a good student.
Would you guys sit down and like have dinner every night together as a family growing up?
No, it was she would cook dinner and we just had to eat.
What do you mean?
It's just like she would cook dinner and we would like serve ourselves.
You could eat when you eat.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
it was like a lot of times we would hang out around each other a lot, but we weren't always doing the same thing at the same time. So like one of us would be eating, others are watching TV,
Doing
and we'd like
homework
bring
or
our food in,
something, yeah.
like eat with the people watching TV.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, but so your mother was a good mom other than the street fighting.
Well, I don't think they're necessarily connected, right? Like you can be a good mom outside of street fighting.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, she had moments of being a good mom. I mean, because
Okay.
again, like I don't want my brother watching this and be like, "What the fuck you saying she's a good mom for?" Like, it's just like-
I love how that's what your brother would get upset about. Fucking, I don't want people walking around thinking she was good. Fucking, that's bullshit.
I got a rep to protect.
I thought you were gonna say I don't want you telling people she was a bad mom.
Yeah, that's what I
yeah.
thought.
No, but see, here's the thing. She's super supportive of everything that I do.
Right.
She really believes in my potential to do anything.
Uh-huh.
Right. But at the same time, like we didn't have a very stable house. Like I think the longest I ever lived in one place was 8 months.
Damn.
Yeah. So she, unfortunately, when you are a fighter and you hold yourself in a high regard like that, the way normal people get down is infuriating. So she would be at work, and she worked in a lot of nursing homes and stuff. She didn't like the cattiness, right? Because she didn't talk about people behind her back unless she wanted to fuck them up. So when she would hear that people were talking about her, she would always go to that person and say, "Look, please keep my name out of your mouth, or I'm going to choke you in the break room." Right? So here's a crazy story. Dude,
Oh, here's a crazy story.
dude, this is
Not
break room.
Not that time my mom enrolled me in a fucking toddler fight club. Here's a crazy story.
so again. So when I was by the time I was in 6th grade, I lived in, I think it was 11 different places in the same
Damn,
town.
that's like military style.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy because she would get in a fight at work, get evicted, and then she would just
Have
like
to piece something together to get somewhere else type
But she
thing.
wouldn't right away because she knows that since she works in nursing homes all the time, she'll always be able to find another job.
Okay.
So she would just like linger
Chill a bit.
until like everything started to fall apart. And then once everything fell apart, then she'd get her
Gotcha.
shit together.
Gotcha.
Right? So we were constantly, being chased out of houses all the time.
Damn.
Right? And I forget what story I was going to tell.
Oh, in the break room? Somebody took you in the break
okay.
room?
So flash forward to, I'm about like maybe 35, like 5 years ago.
Okay.
It's like my son was definitely born when this was happening. For the first time in my mom's life, she worked at a job for more than a year.
Okay.
Holy shit.
And we all went out to dinner and had this big celebration.
Where'd you go out to dinner?
It was like a chain restaurant in King of Prussia.
Applebee's.
Cheesecake
A
Factory.
little, yeah, it was like a cheesecake factory.
Okay.
A little, yeah.
Did you guys all beat the waitress up in the parking lot? A little family activity. She ran her
Yeah.
mouth on the way out
That
the door.
that was the tip we gave her. Keep your hands up.
Fucking jump the hostess.
So
Hi, how can I help you this evening?
Just gets pummeled.
so this is it's a big deal to her, and I don't know how she's engaging with people at work, but my mom's like a super confident person, and she talks a lot of shit, right?
Mhm.
So these women at her work decided they didn't like her, and they were trying to get her fired
This is the place she's been at for the year.
for the year. Yeah.
Mm.
So they lied on her and said that she attacked somebody in the break room. She choked somebody in the break room, right? Very specific language that they chose for that, because one of them got a hold of her files.
Her previous file where she said, "I'll choke you in the break room."
Right. So now this is like my brother and my sister did not believe my mom that she did not do this to this lady.
I don't believe her that she didn't do it to this lady.
was-
I don't know much either, but I'm
Okay.
just saying
I
the
believe
facts
her,
that
I believe her.
the facts that
Totally
I
fair.
do know.
I believe her.
Me and you, right?
Yeah,
You
I like
and
it.
I believed her.
Sure.
Because she had never lied to me about a fight before. As a matter of fact, she loves to brag about every
it.
fight that she's in. And I was telling
This
Anthony,
is why I say it's not garbage right here. It's honor.
He's going to tell
Yeah.
us that she for sure choked the woman out of the
Maybe
break room.
afterwards. Yeah.
No, this for
So-
sure happened.
So it gets this turns
I
into a
love this
big
episode.
this turns into a big situation where we have lawyers involved, right? Because my mom's like, I didn't do this. They're lying, and like the people that are in human resources, they're
God.
involved in this. So now we got lawyers involved. So because that happened, we got a lot of files on my mom, like her whole entire work history from like the 80s until this
Christ.
moment, right? Dude, it was like
Not looking good.
it was like a pack. Like you could, it was thick.
It's like Wolverines.
So me and Ansley are looking through it, dude. And it's just like page after page of attacked woman in a break room, choked woman in a break room. Dude, insane. But it ended up being true. It ended up being true. Like she
See?
didn't do that. They lost the lawsuit. They
Yeah.
had to close down the nursing home.
Oh my God.
What?
So
So
she
your
get a
mom
little
wa-
bit of cash?
She won a big
She
lawsuit.
got a little bit. She didn't win. She didn't win money from the lawsuit, but she won her honor, I guess.
Okay.
You know?
Hey.
It was she was compensated a little bit,
Uh-huh.
but it wasn't like a big loss.
Is she working out or is she riding off that?
No, she's working. She's
Okay.
working. That money
Good for her.
did not last long.
I
Wow.
gotcha.
A lot of windbreakers, I suppose. I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know if that was on the episode we lost, but I forget where it was.
All right.
Yeah.
Huh, okay.
Interesting.
Hmm.
What about now? What kind of person are you now? Like when I say you're not garbage, and I see discipline. Brush your teeth in the shower?
If I'm late,
Okay.
yeah. It's
So you don't keep the toothbrush in the shower?
no, I would not do that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I'm so sorry. Every time something that I pass over, then I'm like, I'm not that garbage. I keep looking at Foley.
Because he is that garbage. This is his wheelhouse.
Yeah.
I got one for you. You're in public, right? You're whatever, and you have to go. You have to go to the bathroom. Number 2. How do you clean the public toilet seat?
I'm garbage. Fuck.
Nothing. You just
Dude,
go
I raw
bareback.
dog it.
Really?
Wow.
And listen,
Dude.
He's seen shit, man.
yeah, it's like
He doesn't give a fuck about pooping in the King of Prussia Mall bathroom.
if it looks okay to me,
Yeah.
I'll plop down.
Damn.
Yeah,
That's wild.
yeah. But I also, in my defense, we like did a lot of chores growing up, so I know what a compromised toilet seat looks
Sure.
like. Yeah. I also only handicap stall.
Smart. But I hear there's a
Yeah.
rule that everybody does that, so that's actually the more used one.
It doesn't seem like it.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Okay. Do you sneak snacks into the movie theater?
Ansley does. My wife does.
Okay. What are we
Okay.
talking about? Like candies and stuff like that?
Ah,
Are you sneaking in like fast food?
fast food sandwiches,
Oh.
stuff that doesn't make sound.
Sandwiches?
Yeah.
Are you stopping at like Wawa to get sandwiches, or are you making them at
No,
home
we
and
make
bringing
them at
them?
home. We make 'em
Oh,
at home.
that's trash. That is
No,
trash.
I'm
That's
pulling
trash.
back now.
Man, I was like, I thought that was gonna be the not trash.
I think
version.
no. I disagree. I think odor is the big thing. If you're making the ham and cheese at home and having it at the movies, that's fine.
Have the ham
if
and
you
cheese
roll
at
in
home?
with Chinese food and it smells up the whole joint.
No, have the ham and cheese at home. If you're making it, you're at home going, what are you? If you're not going to the beach, you're going to a fucking movie.
Well, I tell you what, tough guy, you tell him next time he's sitting behind you in the movie theater and he's eating a sandwich.
Sir,
The
no,
whole
outside.
lineup of psychos. The kids get up and stomp you.
Everybody-
Pop, let me handle this.
all the Gans beat the shit out
Yeah.
of me. Yeah, it's trash. I'm sorry. That's
I don't
trash.
think so.
Okay.
You're
I
good.
mean,
Well, you're
good.
trash.
You're good. You're
Yeah.
good. You're good. What about your towel? Where do your towels go in the bathroom? They go over the. Do you hang them over the shower curtain? Do you have a designated hook behind the door?
This isn't good.
Or do
This
they
order-
go on the door?
all right. So it goes on the shower, the towel rod. I definitely put them on the towel rod. However,
Uh-huh.
and just in case my wife watches this, I don't change my towel
That's
Like-
a long time.
Like my wife has to do it.
Yeah.
Like, if she comes in and she gets to the point where she's like,
That's bad.
yeah,
I like a fresh one.
I'm kind of the same way though.
Yeah.
My wife will be like,
Really?
"Well, I'm washing I'm washing the
Yeah.
towels."
yeah.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
I've almost gotten annoyed with her. Like when she's like, I got to take this towel. And I'm like, oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
No, I know.
I'm just rubbing fungus onto
Yeah, I
myself
take
at
offense
this
to
point.
it. I'm like, oh wait,
How
yeah,
long
it's
are we
good.
Yeah.
talking? A week.
I don't
we're-
keep track of it.
Yeah, I don't keep track.
It's like
either.
whenever she decides to change my towel, I get a new towel.
Jesus.
It's like when
That's-
when she decides that it's starting to affect the way she looks as a person.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
That's when she changes
Yeah,
my towel.
I get it. That's trashy. I do the same thing. But
What about the Gantt vacations now? Where do you guys go?
Well, it's 5 of us. I have 3 kids,
Uh-huh.
right? So I mean, we go where we can afford at the time. So we do the beach, when we can, and we also sometimes will do we'll do a trip, like we'll get in a plane and go somewhere. But
Okay.
we usually combine with my wife's brother
family or
and do like
something.
a
yeah.
big rent out a house together
Okay.
and do that. So the last
Respectable.
one of those we did was in San Antonio.
All right. Not
Not
bad.
too shabby. Not
Not
too
bad.
shabby.
Not bad.
Have you ever taken a couch or any other furniture from the trash?
I have not. No.
Ooh,
Do you get cash back when you go to like 7-Eleven or anything?
What do you mean? Like from like ATM wise,
No.
or like from the register?
From the
Yeah.
register. If you're buying a Gatorade and they go, "Do you want cash back?"
I mean, well, yes. I do.
Oh, okay.
I was about to defend it before I admitted it. Let me just admit it first. But listen, it's better than paying an ATM fee. Let me just get
No.
the snack I want.
No,
And
That's
get the money
why
I
it's
want.
garbage.
that's why it's garbage.
Do you use the ATM to just check your balance sometimes?
No, I have no idea how much money I have ever. My wife handles all
Okay.
that stuff. Like,
Really?
yeah. I don't like to know because I'm a compulsive spender.
Okay.
So if I look at my balance and I see $5, that $5 is gone immediately. So it's like if I don't know and I just keep convincing myself I don't have a lot of money,
That's smart.
yeah, it makes it easier to not.
That
spend.
actually is smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I got one. I think that I don't know. Do you currently, or have you ever carried a pocket knife?
Yes.
Oh, do you have? Wait, now you have one on you?
Yes.
Really?
Swiss Army though, so it's a multi-tool.
It's a little functional.
Yeah.
Is it
Is
like
it the
the
big
classic
one?
Swiss Army?
No, it's just well, yeah. I think we would call this the classic one. It's probably the most common.
Yeah.
design.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
all right.
That's
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
give you
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Is it more functionality, or is it more like if shit goes down in the streets, I can corkscrew you or
It
something?
ain't for the toothpick.
I got yeah.
Tell you that. I don't know much.
He's not cutting any threads.
Yeah, that's not for threatening. That's for slitting.
No, my mom was always a big thing about guys knowing how to use tools and having tools on them.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like
Can
that.
see? I'm telling you.
Yeah, I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence, to be honest with you. Anyone in your family have calf tattoos?
Oh God! All right, this is like
That's
this is
a
a
yes.
very sneaky way to find out that I'm garbage. So so no calf tattoos, but my sister has multiple neck tattoos,
Ooh.
and one of them is a tattoo of her boyfriend's lips or her husband's lips.
I
on
forgot
the
to
neck.
ask you, when did she come back from running away?
She never came back.
What do you mean?
Like she never.
Moved back
back
into the
in.
house.
Once my sister ran away in 6th grade, I never lived with her again.
Where did she run away to?
Westchester, I believe.
To whose house?
Another friend who ran away. They lied about how old they were, and they got an apartment.
That's pretty fucking.
In 6th grade?
I was in
he
6th
was
grade.
Oh,
She
I
was
was gonna say.
44.
Holy shit. How old was
It's not really running away. It's moving out at that point.
How old was she?
So she's 5 years older than me.
So like 15,
So she would have,
16.
she would have been
Yeah.
15, 16. No
17,
shit,
yeah.
huh? And they got an apartment together, and that was it. She never came back.
No, well, I mean, like my mom and my sister live together now, but I never lived with her again.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, you never hear of a runaway actually being successful.
She's not successful.
You did hear the neck tattoos,
Well,
right?
they got the first apartment, I'm
Yeah,
saying.
look,
Sure.
she's a classic runaway.
You drive. Do you currently have a bottle of Febreze in your car? Because if you do, that is trash.
I do.
I know.
Right next to me.
Yeah, it's
First-
trash.
First of all,
Or like those wipes.
Yeah,
That's also trashy.
I don't. Just yesterday, my wife cleaned out both cars.
Okay.
So she And again, like I would contend that she's way more garbage than I am, but she doesn't like when I get those wipes to have in the car. She always gets rid of them.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, I would like to just keep them under the seat. They're not bothering
You're crazy.
anybody.
That's not garbage either. I got Febreze. I have Rain-X glass wipes, and I have Under Armour
And a lot of boogers.
or Armor All.
Wait, so why is Febreze garbage though?
Well, it's just like it's the cheap way to make your car seem nice, right? Like you get in, it's overly powerful. Instead of just continuously cleaning your car on a regularly scheduled basis or just leaving it dirty like I do, you're trying to put fucking lipstick on a pig. You know what I mean? It's like you get in a car, you're like, I got it from you. Get in your car. It's just Febreze, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I've never, this might even be worse. Anytime I ever had Febreze in the car, it was never for the car.
What was it for?
I smoke weed, so I would like just spray and just like kind of walk through it.
All right, I kind of get
Yeah.
that. I get that.
You square? It's for smoking doobies.
Yeah.
That's why I got it in my car.
Yours
too.
is for farts.
Mine's to cover up scent of McDonald's. That's
Yeah.
what it is. So nobody asks questions. I have a question on here. Was there a bowl of uncracked nuts on on your coffee table growing up? That was obviously done before I got the backstory.
Yeah.
When was the last time you had an Orangina?
I don't drink sugary drinks.
His body is a temple.
Look
Yeah.
at that. Pretty classy.
Yeah, but again, it was like I wasn't allowed to growing up. Like
you were
meanwhile, my mom
trained
was just, like crushing cokes and frescas and shit like all the time.
You were trained in discipline.
She was a world-class fighter.
Born in fire.
Yeah, yeah.
Own anything by Nerf currently?
Yes.
He's got kids.
Got kids.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, I mean, before we had kids, Ansley and I had one of those Whistler Nerf.
Oh my God.
Oh.
We would go to the park to
The
do
vortex.
Oh, when the kid had that thing that showed up. Remember you saw that when you were a kid? You're like, who is this
There's
guy?
a 6-year-old could rifle that thing like 400 yards. Is there currently a bottle of Pam cooking spray at your house?
Yes, unused.
Okay.
Where do you keep the butter at your house? On the counter or in the refrigerator?
The refrigerator. I would like to keep it on the counter.
Growing up, were you a counter family?
Always a counter family. Butter was always soft. I love soft butter.
Look at this.
Yeah, that's
Look
the
at
way to
this.
go.
An enigma.
Yeah.
I like it.
My Ansley, she likes it cold because she likes to slice it and eat slices of butter.
Ooh, okay.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I got a real thing with butter too.
Dude, I have to leave the kitchen. I can't watch her do it.
Yeah, it's making my blood
It's
run cold.
because it's like
I put butter on
This
cake.
is what she'll do. She'll slice some butter, keep it on the butter knife, bite a muffin, chew it, and then chase it with butter.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
I know what Foley's doing tonight.
Holy
Dude, have you ever tried that?
buddy, come on.
Okay, yeah.
When it comes to butter, I've done it all. I've
Yeah.
seen it all.
He's boofed it.
Yeah.
I will admit that's pretty sick. Like I tried it once just to see what she was doing. It's pretty.
It's wild.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty sick.
Holy shit.
Okay.
Interesting.
Have you ever bought a product that was as seen on TV?
Yes.
What was it, Sid?
The last one was those glasses that they're like
He wanted us to be like, oh yeah, the glasses.
Yeah, what better
the
for the road?
the HD sunglasses.
Oh, the one that makes you look like a
They're like army issues.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they're like
and you can use them
tactician-
at night too.
tactical,
They're pretty. Yeah, they're pretty sick.
yeah, tactical. Yeah, the guy looks real tactical on those.
It's always in a desert and you can see the rattlesnake
Yeah.
or whatever. Does it work?
I think so. I think they work.
He's just making sure no one's creeping up on him. He's just waiting out front of the porch in the middle of the night.
Did you ever have the sunglasses that the little mirror in the corner you can
The
see people
spy.
behind you?
I had those as a kid.
I had the whole spy kit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago.
Tapping phones and shit.
Man, you guys are like reminding me all the stuff I should be getting for my son right now.
Yeah, dude, you should be tricking your son the fuck out.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
couple walkie-talkies. Hook it up.
We have walkie talkies.
Have
There
you
you
ever taken a photo of you on a roller coaster instead of paying for it?
No, but here's why. So anytime we went to Dorney Park, which was the amusement park that we went to, my dad's company had like a pavilion there, and if we were from the company, we got our pictures for free.
Ooh.
Yeah,
That's a good set of bennies.
dude.
Yeah,
Man, that's a union job right there, baby.
That was
Where
the
do you
benefits.
sign up?
That was,
Damn.
And also,
That's like $20 a year.
Yeah.
That ain't bad.
Cash,
not
too.
only that, we could go anytime. We just go to Dorney Park and like let them know what pavilion we were with anytime over the summer, and we just got in for free.
That's fucking dope.
Yeah.
That's not too bad.
Dude, I went to Dorney Park so much in
Yeah.
my life, so much. Because like if another kid's family was going,
You're like, oh, I'll go.
yeah, but like, Mom, can I go to Dorney Park with them? You know, and it's just like I didn't need any money.
Yeah, just go.
Yeah, just hop in and go.
Holy shit, that's funny.
Okay. I got one or two here from Patreon.
Yeah, let's hit it.
Guys, if when you join the Patreon, we'll read your questions. So this is from Mark. This is washing your feet in the shower. Who actually does this? If you don't, are you garbage? Talking about scrubbing them with soap. What do you do?
I wash them.
Well, how? Like, what's the?
I work on my balance. I like lift one foot up,
Mm-hmm.
scrub it, and then for some reason I never lift the second foot up. I always bend down to do the second foot.
Yeah, because you don't want to. You might have soap on the bottom of your foot. It's a safety precaution.
Let's go with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I cannot do either of those things. So what I have is a little suction cup thing that looks like a foot that has bristles on it. A little foot scrubber. It looks like a flip flop that you stick to the bottom of the tub, and you bend over and put some soap on
But
it. And then
I feel like he's gonna say that's garbage, but before he does, that's fucking genius.
Yeah.
No, it's great.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's garbage that he has to do it that
Yeah.
way. That's different. It's not a luxury. It's a must. I have the most I don't think I've ever cleaned the bottom of my feet ever.
Oh my
The water does it. I'm in the shower, baby. Gravity does that. I'm standing in water for 10 minutes.
You got to soap them up a little
Well, yeah,
bit.
it's the soap that cleans.
Well,
Yeah.
so it all goes onto the ground, baby. I'm waddling in the shampoo, the conditioner, a little bit
Yeah.
of cum, whatever you got.
Do you move your feet back and forth to try to like?
I don't even think I think about it, to be honest. It's never registered my mind.
Yeah, I would love to see the bottom of your feet.
Patreon.com/areyouGarbage, man. I don't think it's that crazy.
Let me get a selfie with the bottom of your feet.
You're a pavilion member. You get it for free. That's some quick biz on Kippy's part.
I got one.
Okay, go.
Have you ever made a dish at home that used tater tots as the main ingredient?
Well, I also smoke weed,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
so of course,
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
Dude, I remember
That's garbage.
I made a fucking whole tray of frozen tater tots. That's all it was. I think I sprinkled a little cheese and some sriracha on it. All fucking banged up one night. My wife woke up and was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm in heaven right now."
You slap an egg on there.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Okay.
I have once put tater tots on top of spaghetti.
Wow.
Trashy, but I don't hate it.
Dude, it was. I never did it. I never did it again.
How do you get it? I feel like that's tough to get all together.
It wasn't.
Okay.
And it's also too because normally I actually did do it twice because normally I like to cook my tater tots so they're cooked all the way but still a little soft.
On the
But-
outside?
Yeah, I'm not super crunchy, but it doesn't work well
I'm
with
a
spaghetti.
crunchy guy.
I had the next time I did it, which was probably like my second plate.
Mm-hmm.
I like heated the tater tots up more so they were crunchy.
Yeah.
Man, in the spaghetti,
Like a crouton.
I might do that again. Yeah,
Sounds good to me.
All right. I got one or two more here from Patreon. And then we got to wrap it up. This is from Ayur. I hope I'm pronouncing it correct. Ayur. Have you ever shared a toothbrush or used someone else's razor?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't
Using
think so.
somebody else's razor is a tough look.
I've done it. I've done it with my brother. I've done it with my. I did it last night with my lady
Your brother. Oh, really? What? You're shaving with a where? Where'd you shave it?
down here on the neck. She
Yeah.
got some like Instagram one, dude. It's like fucking butter, daddy-o.
Yeah.
I feel it feels fantastic.
She uses my razor
Yeah.
for shit. So
Yeah.
like technically, I do share a razor with somebody.
But it's not your choice.
I would.
necessarily.
It's not. And she also will use my toothbrush like it's like nothing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Holy
that's savage,
shit.
dude.
Yeah.
Did you ever have to use it when it was wet already? Does she not have a toothbrush? What's going on?
No, she does. But if like, so we use an electronic toothbrush that has the replacement heads. So we have the one electronic toothbrush, but then the multiple heads.
Uh-huh.
And if she puts my head, like if my head is on the toothbrush already, and she uses it, she'll just be like, whatever. I'll just keep going.
You guys are close, huh?
That's devastating.
Good for you.
That's grounds for termination on my part. That's wild to me.
Yeah, I tell her not to tell me when she does it.
I would rather not brush my teeth than know that.
Yeah, that would bug me out.
Yeah.
I was worried my dad used my toothbrush one time, and it grossed me out. Not that I don't love my dad. I love you, buddy, but he wouldn't want to use mine either.
All right,
If you would.
I got one more. This is from Tom on Patreon. Have you ever prepared hot food in a hotel room? And he said the only acceptable one is like a cup of noodles or something.
Sure.
Oh dear God, yeah, I did.
A cup of noodles is fine. I mean,
What
especially
was
when
it?
you're on the road.
Cup
and
of
stuff.
noodles?
No, well, so when we first moved to Atlanta, we didn't have a place to stay, so we were living in a hotel that was like a suite
Okay.
that had a
like an
a
extended
cooking
stay,
kitchenette.
extended stay
Yeah,
type
yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Oh,
Those are tough. Those are for people in a jam.
I noticed while we were there.
Yeah,
While we were
yikes.
there, we were the only people that, like, when we would see people in the hallways, we were the only people happy.
Yeah, everybody else is like had to be there. Damn.
Holy shit. Sydney Gant. Kippy?
Garbage, not garbage. I'm not fully sure, but he's crazy. I'll give him that. Yeah. I don't know. I think it's a coin flip. I definitely wouldn't say classy. I definitely wouldn't say garbage. You're in the,
The extended stay Atlanta motel room, unfortunately,
help.
put you over
Yeah.
the edge.
I would say maybe,
Garbage.
Yeah, 60% garbage, 40% class.
I really
Or normal.
I mean, I love the way this episode went. It was great, but I really feel like if there was the stuff from the episode we lost, I think people would be like, I don't think he's garbage. I'd be like, it clearly came from garbage.
You came from a tough garbage setting.
Your mother was fighting in the streets.
Yeah.
That was on the first episode, too. That's not going to be overlooked.
Yeah, but I
Not
think,
to mention the nursing home file. That's fucking dicey.
So here's a funny thing about my mom fighting in the streets. A lot of times she'd get in these fights and these women were trying to grapple her. So she'd come home with like no shirt, no bra. She'd walk home from the fight with her titties out. Just like confident, like come into the house. I remember one time she came in the house, she opened up the door.
Your homework
She had,
done?
like scratches all over her chest.
Oh my
And
God.
me and my brother were like, "What the fuck?" And she goes, "This is what a champion looks like."
Oh
and just like
my
walked
God.
upstairs to her room, dude. So
she's a fucking boss.
yeah, she's a catchphrase person.
Yeah.
She always says cool shit in moments.
Yeah, I love it.
I'll catch you. What? Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Sidney Gant. Sydney, is there anything you want the folks out there to know?
No, just check out Two Jack Bros. It's myself and my wife. We're pretty good. It's funny. It's a funny podcast.
Yeah, social media.
At Sydney Gant on everything, and then at Two Jack Bros on everything as well.
Nice.
Cool.
Kippy, what do you got?
At Kevin Ryan Comedy on all social media. Like I said, please make sure you rate, review, subscribe on iTunes. Full video available on YouTube. Please subscribe there. Those numbers are through the roof. Thank you for all the support, as well as patreon.com. Guys, the support we've gotten over this podcast has been fucking fantastic.
Yes, sir.
Honestly, from the bottom of our hearts, we really appreciate it. Thank you so much for the support.
Gang, we love you. Toby, we love you, buddy. And
T-Boat.
at H Foley on Ice on Twitter, Foleygrams on Instagram. We will see you next week.
Peace.
Peace. Hey, everybody out there, and welcome back to everybody's favorite new podcast. This is Are You Garbage? The show where we sit down with your favorite comedians and find out if they grew up classy or if they're absolute trash. I'm your host, H. Foley, coming at you on a beautiful fall day here in New York City from Gas Digital Studios in the big studio. Could not be more excited here in the East Village. My co-host coming at you from right fucking next to me. He's white-knuckling it right now. He's got something stewing in him. He's burying some emotions down, I can tell you that. This kid's ready to blow. But, gang, you know the drill. The next time you're reaching for a best pal, you go ahead and make it a Kippy. Give it up for my best friend in the world. I love you, buddy.
You're setting me up for something. I don't fucking like this.
Kevin James Ryan, gang.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks so much for tuning in. As always, please make sure you rate, review, subscribe on iTunes. Full video available on YouTube. You can subscribe there as well. And also www.patreon.com/arguegarbage.
Yes, sir.
Check it out. We're on our own.
Woo! And, gang,
I need this.
we could not be more excited to have our incredibly
Big
special
get,
guest
baby.
here
Big
today.
get.
He's a fucking huge get. He's tuning in all the way from the coast via 5G satellite technology, brought to you by Gas Digital Studios. He is a very successful stand-up comedian, writer, podcaster, and actor. You've seen him in Crashing. He's written on The Burn with Jeff Ross. He's written on The Roast of James Franco, Justin Justin Bieber, Rob Lowe, and the fucking king, Bruce Willis. You've seen him on Roast Battle. He worked on Brody Stevens Enjoying It. You've seen him on Last Call with Carson Daly, At Midnight, The Joe Rogan Experience.
Damn.
He has his own special out called One Shot. And, of course, the incredibly successful host of Kill Tony. Woo. Gang, do me a favor. Give it up for the kid, the one, the only, Tony Hinchcliffe, everybody. Look at him. Fucking home studio, fucking things on the wall. This guy's successful.
That's it. This is it. This is as big as success gets. Don't tell anybody in the corner of my kitchen right now.
I mean, you got the old AM radio mic right there. You look like you're calling a fucking ball game in the 40s. That thing's quality.
Absolutely, man. I tried to get the shittiest shit pop first thing on Amazon that pops up.
Yeah, I did the same thing. It was like $9.99. I'm like, this'll do.
Yeah. Oh, the beginning of the quarantine, we were all scrambling like we were Howard Stern to get fucking the feeds up and running.
Yeah, I like the two big wheels, the reel-to-reel going and shit in my house. Looking like a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Ah, no shit. Buddy, thanks so much for fucking coming on with us, man. We appreciate it. I know the fans appreciate it. Everybody has been fucking asking for you. And we couldn't be more excited.
Because I'm garbage. Because no one's more garbage than me. I'm going to convince you guys, I promise.
You think so? I know a little bit about you. I feel like you really take care of yourself now. You might have really came from garbage, but you run a tight ship, it seems. It seems like you run a really tight ship right
kid,
now.
dresses nice. I remember seeing you a couple of times over the years. Like if you'd pop into the stand or somewhere in the city, always had a fresh, tight leather jacket on, nice jeans, looking fresh.
Yeah.
But you think you're garbage.
And I guess that's really what I'm claiming is I might be one of the most recovered former garbage people. It's like when, I could be like the Robert Downey Jr. almost.
Sure, yeah. A good second half.
Garbage with drugs. And now I'm like scraps for little kids.
His mom was a two-door stick.
Just got back from Pebble Beach this weekend, been golfing up and down the coast of California, driving my Corvette. I mean, now I'm like old guy garbage, but I used to just be straight raw.
Wait a minute. That's what you roll in? You have a Corvette?
Yep.
That's new money track.
Holy shit, man.
That's Ricky Bobby level. That's like you get a couple of bucks and you don't know how to spend it. I love it.
Wait, what year is the Corvette?
2019.
Oh, what color is it?
It's black with two little Bruce Lee yellow stripes.
Holy shit!
This guy's the fucking A-team. I like it.
Damn.
Driving around like Face Man.
That's
through
a
LA.
Transformer car, damn.
Dude, that's nuts.
It's
You
so
had
much
to have
fun
come
to
from
play.
garbage to that's your big purchase.
That's when trashy people get money, the first car is always a dead giveaway.
Well, yeah. Well, I feel like real trash is there's a difference between just trash and stupid trash, right? Stupid trash would go for a Mustang. In that situation.
That's what I'd be getting.
Stupid buy.
I'd be looking for an IROC Z.
Yeah, exactly. You got to splurge the extra $6,000, $10,000, $15,000 and get the real fucking car.
Now, is that your only car, or is that your fun car?
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I don't need like some truck. I don't live like that lifestyle.
So you're showing up to the grocery store in a fucking vet?
Yeah, you can't fit a case of water in the back seat. You got nowhere. You got to buy a 6-pack.
I don't know if you guys know how this works, but you don't have to go to the grocery store yourself anymore.
That's classy. That's classy. Well, we're New York, so we gotta go, but still.
I just told you about the vet. You think I'm walking through a Ralph's? What are you talking about? Fresh direct.
With Corvettes. You can't take a nice car to an actual grocery store here. It's all Amazon. We just spend all the money that we make. That's just how it works. That's the rule.
Dude, that's awesome.
That's my favorite answer
vet.
so far, dude. Getting a fucking vet.
I can't even I can't believe, and I noticed this a lot during the pandemic, because it's like, I've never understood for like 2 years now, loading water and stuff like toilet paper and paper, it's so dumb.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not on Amazon Prime right now, you're just not even a human being.
You got to really not be trying. Yeah.
If you got a case of water in your trunk, you're trash. I'll tell you that.
This guy, I got one that I'll take some out of every now and then, like a real piece of garbage.
And they say it's real bad to keep those plastic bottles in a hot car because the microplastics just leak into the water.
Whatever, dude.
My mom has been slowly poisoning my family for the last 10 years because every summer there's a case of water sitting in the back of the car for fucking 3 days.
Yeah. She's a classy broad.
Holy shit. All right. So, dude, that car says so much. I can't wait to hear about your upbringing. I feel like one of your parents had to be John Cougar Mellencamp for you want to get a fucking vet. That's So where did you grow up?
Yeah.
Where did you grow up?
Ohio.
Youngstown,
The salt of the
Ohio.
earth, baby. That's like the epitome of salt of the earth, Youngstown.
What do you know about Youngstown?
Just
Steel.
that it's like the heart of America, baby.
Cold hard steel and Miller Lite commercials.
Yeah, keep nose to the grindstone, blue collar, and then there was some mob activity too, I think.
There you go. Yep, that's what I'm fishing for because the mob, it's the central meeting place between New York and Chicago. So a lot of the biggest mobsters and really a lot of the most important people back in the day used to set up central camps in Youngstown. So it became like the third highest concentration of Italian people for a long time in America.
Damn,
and what ended up happening is a lot of mafia stuff. So yeah, it was the biggest steel producing city in the world. And when all that went down and it all happened all at once, it was a big deal in Youngstown. They were the largest steel producing city in the world. And then overnight they were nothing. And organized crime really ran rampant because all these guys had no jobs. So they were looking to make money any way they could, whether it was betting on football games and all that. And as you guys know, those mafia guys, Fridays are for the girlfriends and Saturdays are for the wives or whatever they say in Goodfellas.
The Gumad, yeah.
And and that's what that's basically in a big way what my mom was to my father. They were both married with separate families and had entire families. So my mom and my dad actually were banging it out with each other for 11 years. 11 years on the side with no one finding out. What? And then my mom has 4 kids. I have 4 older brothers and sisters. The closest one is 12 years older than me. That's my brother. And then a sister 14 years older than me, a brother 16 years older than me, and a sister 18 or 20 years older than me.
Dude, when you get into double digits, it's a bad look.
Shit.
That's tough to come back from a double-digit age spread.
I'm very excited. I'm just beginning here. And there's 2 older siblings on the dad's side. So they already were like done making families. They're the same thing, like 12 and 14 years older than me too. So they were done making families, but in such an Italian sort of community, you don't divorce is the last option. So they're, sleeping in separate beds from their husbands and wives. They're, it's just a whole different operation. And my mom got knocked up. They took a little vacation to Niagara Falls, which goes to show you what kind of garbage we're dealing with.
Ooh, did they go to the wax museum? Holy shit.
Wait, so was your dad a connected guy?
He was, yes. I can talk about it now because he's not. So no point in researching anyone on the internet.
Sure.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
So he was
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So your mom was his gumad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was probably fucking romantic fucking situation.
Well, it's funny you say that because it really is. And they both can't, they were never together. They never got together, and they are completely madly, even though they would never admit it, in love with one another. Sometimes they sort of admit it if you get enough wine in one of them.
The lasagna's good enough, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but they're like never together. So I think my dad maybe assumed that my mom would get an abortion, but that was never an option. So she had me at 38. In fact, this is one of the only points that I was able to really think about that I wanted to mention to you guys was that my oldest sister, who's, like I said, either 18 or 20 years older than me.
That's crazy.
I'm pregnant. So check this out. You ready for this? She was pregnant with her first child while my mom was pregnant with me. We got back-to-back pictures of my mom and my oldest sister back-to-back with their bellies out in a fucking white trashy clip. I mean,
What did your sister have? A boy or a girl?
She had a girl.
So your
I was an
aunt is
uncle
your
at
age.
like 2 or 3 months old.
Yeah.
That's your aunt.
No,
No.
that's my niece.
That's his
That's
niece.
his
That's
niece.
my niece.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
This is like a fucking spider web of white trash.
Uncle
You
Tony.
almost confused me for a second. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if I had an aunt that
So
close to me.
where did they raise you? Did you just grow up in the house that your mom lived in? What did her husband say? Did her husband think that you were his kid for a while, or?
No, they separated almost immediately. That
Okay.
was the final. It was already over, but and they wanted to be done with each other anyway, and it was just an absolute perfect excuse. So he was gone, but he wasn't that, he just wasn't, they weren't getting along anyway. So it wasn't that big of a deal. Now the 4 older brothers and sisters all sort of helped out. It was like a panel of parents, but my mom ran the whole ship, and I stayed with my mom. And in fact, because my father was sort of connected and, wanted to keep things sort of secret,
Keep the
my
status
mom
quo.
told me, right, my mom didn't want me going around to other kids and bragging about who my dad was, or even just saying, not bragging, but, mentioning that my dad is blank and blank.
You still
So
got to
she
keep your
actually
mouth shut in the family. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Loose
Exactly.
lips sink
No,
ships.
100%. And I I didn't know what was going on at the time. So when I was a little kid, she would tell me, because my dad would come and visit. He was cool, especially when I was super young. And as I grew up at all, to the point to where I might realize that this shit's weird, and becoming an adult, I think he got less and less enticed by it. He's good with kids, but once I started showing human qualities, he's oh, this guy's going to tell me I'm
real.
a
I
bad
gotta hit the
father any
bricks.
minute now. Yeah.
Holy shit.
But anyway, they told me that my mom told me that my dad had a different name. She said that his name was I think it was Joe Smith or something like that. And
And he was in the
I
CIA
can't
or
remember what
something.
no, well, that's not what they tell you. Believe it or not, when they want you to keep something a secret, they don't tell you. If your friends ask, just say he's in the CIA. No, I think it was a truck driver or something.
That's why he's always gone for periods of time.
Your dad got hit by a train.
Yeah. But no, he would come and visit sometimes. But the whole thing was that he was Joe Smith, and that he lived, whatever. He doesn't come and visit because he lives way far away or something like that. I mean, he does visit, but it just wasn't that often. It's
Sure,
once
that's
a
why,
week or
yeah.
twice a week.
And did their
And then again,
relationship continue though, as you were growing up, or did your mom meet somebody new?
No, my mom didn't meet anyone new around that time. What ended up happening was that I think they stopped fucking while she was pregnant with me, or right immediately after I was born. I'm not exactly sure, but he ended up, the big move was with his family, because she found out somehow they were done too, but I think she heard rumors of there perhaps being another kid, and sort of ended. It was just over. He moved on to someone else anyway. He fell in love again first. But let me finish this one interesting part of the story you guys might want to know, is that
Please.
So they told me his name's Joe Smith, and they told me he lived far away. And one day, and I can't remember, it's 9, 10, 8 years old or something like that. I'm on the bus picking up, it's a morning trip, and we're picking up one of the kids that's on the bus route, and I look across the street of Jeff Lewis's house, and there is a white Bronco, the same exact car that my dad drove. So I looked at it, and I'm like, that looks like my dad's car. So the next time my dad came to visit, I memorized his license plate. And then on the next bus trip, I matched the Bronco to the license plate. So that is how I found out that my father lived 6 blocks away from me my entire childhood.
Holy shit.
That's
Maybe
fucking
8,
nuts,
9,
dude.
10 blocks.
Good
Yeah.
for you and your fucking detective skills too.
Yeah,
as
you
a
were like,
fucking
well,
8-year-old.
Kid
I like
cop
that.
over here. I love it.
Well, it was crazy because I ended up asking my mom about it that evening. And it's like it was a crazy, trashy breakthrough day for us because she had to explain to me the entire story. I found it out so young and found out how different I was. And you know, that shit's just crazy when your mom's like, here's his real name, blah, 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 blah. You're Italian as hell. You're that, he's this and that and everything else. And here's why you have to keep it secret. Here's what's really going on. And a big part of me thought it was very cool. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
also,
dude.
I mean, in the
also just
movie,
natural psychology is also like tells you like, oh, your mom just lied for the first decade of your life about your father.
yeah, in the movie, you would grow up to become the mob boss of fucking Youngstown. That's how it would go. You would assume
Hey,
your
who knows?
rightful place at the fucking table. Your mom must have been stunned. That is such an Italian thing.
Yeah.
I copied down the plate number, Ma.
He made the Bronco. Tony made the Bronco. That's such like a fucking. That's such a Guinea thing. I love
Holy
it.
shit, that is fucking awesome.
She would be cracking up if she could hear you say that because that's absolutely true. We laugh about it almost at least a year. About around every Christmas time, I bring it up. And
He's
we
out
all
there
like,
checking tire tracks in the driveway.
Yeah, he's licking dirt.
He was here 2 days ago. Those tracks are fresh. You fucking lied to me.
Wow.
Damn.
That's an enthralling story. That's insane.
Is that common knowledge? Do people know that about you?
I mean, if they put all the podcasts that I've ever
Together,
done
yeah.
together, like in different, if you lined it all up, but you know, I'm getting straight to the garbage here.
That's a fucking story.
potatoes.
Dude, the twists and turns of that thing is nuts.
I love
We've never
that.
had anything like that.
No, that's fucking.
And also, and another huge factor is that I'm growing up on the north side of Youngstown, which at the exact time that I was growing up there, it's still one of the poorest city capita country. But when I was growing up, it was the crime capital of America per capita. Like Detroit and Chicago obviously might have a few more murders, but if you line up the population of Youngstown with the amount of people that were getting killed, it was something ridiculous. I think it was we averaged one a day or something, which is crazy because there's like, I can't remember the exact statistics. I just remember it was horrible in the early 90s, mid 90s, late 90s. It's been horrible the whole time, but it was really especially bad then. So I'm being raised basically Italian white trash combo in what had become an all black neighborhood that was getting arsoned out, a lot of gangs, because now they were cracking down on the Italian mob in Youngstown. So all the black gangs took over and it became sort of like a turf war, but not really, because the black gangs were just doing like sort of different kinds of crimes than the Italians were doing, because Goodfellas and all those movies made the mafia like seem cool. So they cracked down on it big time. I mean, that's why I'm guessing they cracked down on it. I'm not exactly sure, but they just weren't having it back then. So, so that's the crazy neighborhood that I grew up in. It was just a bunch of rugrats in the poorest, dirtiest part of town first like 13, 14 years of my life.
Damn,
dude. The way you explain that, you're like a sociology teacher or professor or something like that. That is fucking articulate as shit.
That's a hell of a treatment.
Yeah.
Get someone right in that thing.
No kidding.
That's just something that it's something that you have to reflect on when it's your dog shit story. You know what I mean?
So
hold on. What'd your mom do for a living?
That's so funny you mentioned that. The one thing I was just going to throw in there was that another reason my mom and dad stopped hanging for sure was just after I was born. My mom was going through a green light and some guy had just stolen a car a few blocks away and T-boned her at like 80 miles an hour and rolled the car 8 or 9 times. So it like destroyed her spinal cord, which was pretty rough. But it would have been better if she wouldn't have, I think she ended up really enjoying pain pills during that time, during the first.
So does the big man.
Good part. Yeah. Hey-o. There he is. Always
let's set up a sit down. You know what I mean?
But that was then, and it certainly had a lot to do with her back. But
did she go back to work after that?
No, she was basically bedridden. And she, at the time, was running a lot of the entire numbers operation for all of that company in Youngstown.
I thought I was going to say she
Yeah.
worked at the nail counter at
Yeah.
Boscov's or something like that. Holy shit.
Dude, any woman
No.
running numbers is a tough broad.
Not only was she running it, I mean running it. She was like one of the, and again, I can talk about this now because I know for a fact that she would laugh about it because
Okay.
I've already talked about it before and it's silly. But you know, she was like on the boss side of things then.
Damn.
Yeah,
Really?
not just collecting or even you know, keeping the numbers. She was truly doing it all and at a very high level, and with some people that were tremendously to that level of gambling and things like that. It was easy. Phone calls all day. In fact, here's a good one. I'll tell you. You sparked a good memory. Is
Holy
that
fucking
when I was
shit.
a tiny little kid? Yes, saw the house, and you know how obviously you're not going to give someone your real name. I can't. It's okay. I'll make up a fake name so that I don't do the actual fake name that she was, and some fucking guy's son ends up doing the math that my mom was anyway. So we'll say say her name was Karen, right? Her name, in that world would be Carrie, I guess. We'll just say, for
Sure.
example, right?
Okay.
So one day I'm a little kid, and you know how when you were a little kid and there were landlines and shit, I don't know if you guys are, that you would pick up the
Yeah.
phone sometimes to be like cute or adorable or whatever.
Sure.
And so the phone's ringing one day, and let's say my mom's name is Karen, and the person asks for, they go, "Hello, is Carrie there?" And I go, "No, sir, he lives here." And I hung up, and it happened a couple times, and eventually I said to my mom, I go, "Hey mom, a bunch of people been calling here lately asking for somebody named Carrie."
Saying they want to put a nickel on
I
the
swear to
Giants.
I swear to God, she literally is like, "Tony, if anyone ever calls here asking for Carrie, you put me on the phone." And it stood out to me as so weird. Even though I was young, I'm like, why would you be Carrie? And then later on, again, of course, we figure these things out. And also,
Holy
she's just
shit.
very she's very open and cool about it because they know they're just completely out free. You know what I mean? It's
Sure,
not like
yeah.
how it is in Youngstown. It's not like how it is in the movies where it's like you once you're in, you either die or you go to prison. It's when they were cracking down on stuff during that time, during the real ending part, people are like, okay,
We're out, yeah.
We're getting
we'll
out.
figure something.
Now, was that something that was in your mom's family? Like, she didn't just start doing that on her own, right? I have to assume her
No,
parents.
that was basically what's interesting is that was basically my dad's version of child support for her.
Yeah, it was like,
Because
I'll
you
let
wanna
you
have
run
the
the
fucking
I'll let you
kid
run the numbers.
You want to have the kid have the fucking kid, and then you're taking over this entire territory of numbers. This is your
Holy
job
shit,
now.
so it came
It's
from your
yours.
dad's side. Yeah. And was
Yeah.
his family,
Yeah, my
obviously,
dad
was his family was ingrained in the mob, like his parents and...
It's not always families. Again, that's another sort of like misconception is, there's families and you can be part of a family. I mean, there's a lot of independent people that are part of a family.
Sure.
It's not like a family thing where it actually runs in the family. That's like, Godfather levels of stuff. I don't think that's really how it operates the last 20 years. I mean, maybe I'm wrong.
Shit, man. Fucking
Dude, I had no idea about
Doug,
any of this.
No idea. Well, so
Yeah, it's like a hot Italian garbage. It's hot Italian white trash garbage.
I love it.
but as far as like your upbringing, like like when you were a little kid, when you think back, like when you're a little kid, you were like there was still like there was a home, there was cartoons, there was all that kind of stuff, right? All that stuff was pretty much normal.
No, it was pretty trashy. So it was, we even though again, my mom, had that what would seem from the outside to be an unbelievably, financially beneficial job. It really wasn't that great. She would make sure that I had a new pair of Nikes when the school year started, and she would make sure that I had a couple new like outfits. But other than that, it was there was a lot of Pepsi. She would let me drink as much soda as I wanted as a kid.
Oh, yeah,
Just
now
cube.
we're talking.
Remember the cube, the 24 pack. We would always have those on the basement stairs. I feel like when the mom lets the father slip out of the child's life, they overcompensate with like disgusting foods that aren't good lessons.
They go easy with the sugar cereal restrictions.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, it's crazy. I remember eating just slices of that Kraft American cheese, individual American cheese. I would just go through it.
Where was your mom's side of the family? Like, where was your grandparents and cousins and all that shit? Are they in the mix?
3 out of my 4 grandparents were dead when I was born. My one grandma that was alive just passed away last year at 100 years old. That's my mom's mom. Everyone else was already dead because everybody was having me late. You know, my mom, I think, was 38 when she had me. I think my dad was 39. So
you had no like cousins your age or anything like that?
I mean, sort of in the way that, like, yeah, I had nieces and nephews around my age, and I also had, I consider my cousins like this whole group of family that my mom ended up dating after my dad, a whole nother crazy Italian family that was gigantic and ridiculous. And that was, you know, we would visit there on like the holidays and stuff, and hang out with them. So dude, I consider them my cousins.
That's like the origin story.
But
you should be like a master jewel thief or like an art thief in Europe, or have your own fucking crew or something, or a vigilante. You should be Batman, technically. That's fucking
that's a wild story.
Dude,
that's the wildest story we've had thus far.
No doubt.
You said I should be Batman, and meanwhile, I told you earlier, my car almost exactly like the Batmobile. So we're fulfilling a prophecy.
Dude, the yellow racing stripes is over the top garbage, and I love every second of it. Dude,
it's not really. It seems like it, but it's not along the whole side. It's just on the 2 front divots. You got to see it. It sounds more like garbage than it looks.
Did your pop ever have a car like that, or was it always like something indiscreet, like the white Bronco or something like that?
White Bronco, black Suburban. After that, you know, it evolved. I remember that's when I was like super young, and having a white Bronco back then was cool. I think OJ ruined that for everybody.
Yeah, he put the kibosh on the Bronco for a decade at least.
A little bit. That car was hot.
Another garbage thing about
Juice got it.
Another garbage thing about me that I thought of when I mentioned the Pepsi that my mom would let me drink any amount of that I wanted was that she always drank iced tea and I always just drank soda, and she never really taught me how important just drinking straight regular water is.
Oh, dude, they didn't even talk about water in the 90s. No. It didn't even exist. I was Sprite. If you wanted to rehydrate, you drank Sprite. That's what you did. That was like a light soda with Sprite.
I never got like a talk about this from anyone, and I literally accidentally taught myself it really only in the past year. Did I really learn like, oh, I thought water was just like if you got fat, you have to drink water, if this or that. But I didn't realize that it would mentally at all calm you down or make you feel good in any way other than, or better than any beverage. I just always thought every beverage was equal. In fact, I thought water was garbage because it seemed like it was the base nothing.
It's got no bubbles, no lemon lime.
It's free in the kitchen. Who the fuck wants that? Give me an ice cold screaming Pepsi.
I swear to God, I'm not kidding. I'm 36. I spent the first 35 years of my life fucking dehydrated, and I had no idea.
With like tight, dry skin and shit. Yeah.
And I mean hungover, drinking whatever, not realizing like, oh, water, just straight water is really the trick. And I would see people, you know, out here in LA and like at meetings or at whatever, you know, fancy schmancy bullshit, and they'd always have water, and I'm like, what a boring douchebag that idiot is. And
dude, remember going to
it's like, oh, their brain is off.
Hey, Chief, let me get a cherry Pepsi stat.
Yeah. Remember, dude, going over someone's house for dinner and they would give you a water? I'd be like, where the fuck is the Coke, dude? Like, I'm supposed to sit here, have spaghetti and water? What is this, jail? Get the fuck out of here.
It was always water in a cup with no ice, too. I fucking
savages.
Not
savages.
Enough.
Would you rock the 3-liter of Pepsi, or were you a traditional 2-liter family?
definitely done the 3-liter. You know, I mean, that was something that I had. I went through it all, man. I remember when Surge debuted, I was like the only person in line at the grocery store. Like, excited.
Tony camped out for Surge.
Yeah, like it was a new pair of Kanye shoes or something. Yeezys.
That's fucking
The local
great.
news is there interviewing you, waiting in line.
Crystal clear Pepsi.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I was a disgusting child. I used to, every Monday as a kid, I had my own routine that I would do where I would, you know, those frozen like Mrs. T's pierogies in the freezer.
Oh, big frozen pierogi family.
Woo!
Yeah. So my mom found a way to get out of cooking or having any food needed for Mondays at all, because my tradition was right before pro wrestling would come on, which I think started at 8 every Monday. So at like 7:30, I would set up a TV tray in the living room. I would go to a frying pan. I'd put a couple dollops I'd slice some onions and I'd put them in a frying pan with a couple dollops of butter, and I let those melt down while the water boils. And then you dump the Mrs. T's whole dozen pierogies right in a fucking pot of boiling water, and you throw the onions and butter on top of the fucking potato pierogies when you're done, and watch pro wrestling and eat frozen pierogies with a giant Pepsi every Monday.
You're like a 9-year-old sous chef.
Yeah,
What
how,
the fuck?
how old were
10
you?
years.
How old were you when you were doing this?
Again, you know, not 9, 10, 11, but I mean, we're talking, it was young. I remember like it being like up there. I remember like having to sometimes.
If you're
like,
sauteing
look up
onions, you're
on
ahead
the
of your
stove.
time as a teenager.
Yeah, if you're sauteing onions at 12 to watch pro wrestling in a TV tray, they're a divorced dad at
Yeah.
that point. Holy shit.
Well, an interesting fun fact that I could probably rationalize that on is that my father is like a world-class chef that owned his owned his own restaurant as well, and my mom also is like extremely competitive in that field. Not like actually competitive, but like, for example, my mom makes such good regular spaghetti sauce with like meatballs and sausage and pork. You guys know what I'm talking here in New York, right?
Yeah,
Of course.
Like spaghetti sauce.
Yeah.
I'm starving right now.
So, and my father, right, sorry. And my father, like I said, has owned an Italian restaurant my whole life. So, and if it's a big deal, cooks specifically at that restaurant. My brother on his side, on my father's side, is like one of those, whatever, as big as a chef gets types of chef. He ended up being an executive chef at this fancy joint in Vegas, ended up buying the place, and now has a chain of those places in Vegas. Whatever, no big deal. But they're crazy cooks. They like do it in their sleep. Anyway, my father, who's owned an Italian restaurant his whole life, his favorite sauce is my mom's sauce. And basically, and I know everybody says this, but I'm going to say it here. My mom's sauce truly is the best sauce. And
Gotcha.
I've had people over. She actually sends it out to me regularly here in Los Angeles. She makes it, and then she chills it, and then she freezes it into blocks, and then she puts it into a frozen box and mails it to me.
Oh my
And we'll
God.
have giant spaghetti dinners. Me and my friends will just boil noodles and thaw it out and fucking do it. But what I was going to say is that my mom never gave my dad the recipe. So one of the fun things about the relationship is that he would start craving the sauce, and you know what I mean? She would have, you know, it was one of those things. She had complete control over him because he's such a fucking big, juicy Italian guy that he needed the sauce, whether he wanted to fuck or not or whatever, see me or whatever the situation was. Eventually he would just start sweating because you need to have the sauce. Once you have it regularly, then you need
I hate that woman, but god damn it, I love her sauce. She keeps me coming back.
So they did, so they did cook for you when you were a kid. You weren't on your own. Your mom was a homemaker to a degree.
To a degree when she did. But again, you got to realize that back injury really, really took a huge toll on her during my childhood. It was quite bizarre. So she ended up getting better as time went on, because I think it was mostly the pain pills. I don't think anyone was talking about it back then. You know, I think something like that happens in the late 80s, and your doctor says, hey, take this. Congratulations. Have fun. It might be fun. And then you're like, what? Wow. Ooh. the doctor said I can take this.
Yeah.
This is fucking crazy. And nobody, I think, was talking about addiction or anything back then. So I think she just had a little bit of that like touch of like Requiem for a Dream, like that lady. I mean, she wasn't on speed, but it's like that lady that just loses herself in it. And then next thing you know, she's getting more and more and more. And so it really like mellowed her out. And then over, probably when I was about 13, 14, 15 is when she got a lot more like mobile.
Gotcha.
If that makes sense. Because the back injury was one thing and the pain pill thing was another.
Yeah.
So
how about your dad's joint? Did you get to go and eat there and shit like that? Did you grow up in that restaurant? What?
Nope.
Oh,
Nope.
what the fuck,
so,
man?
Okay, so here's a good one. Here's another fun one.
Fucking lose it.
Foley's not upset about about like the non-payment of child support or the numbers ring. He's like, you couldn't get a bowl of spaghetti.
Yeah, you couldn't get a fucking. You didn't have it. I figured he'd like bring you to work with them, and you'd sit in the corner.
Nah, man,
and, like,
they lied to him. He said he was a truck driver, Joe Smith. Meanwhile, he's 3 blocks
sucks,
away.
Man. A fucking
Right.
mob-owned Italian restaurant. That's all I ever want to eat at.
Yeah, even though I did the math on it and checked my mom and she told me, and then we had a talk with him, and obviously she told him, he knows, he figured it out, here's how he did it, blah, 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 blah. But he never told his family, a giant, massive, old school Italian family. So it remained just a rumor. They had an idea, I told a few of my close friends, I'm like, don't tell anybody, but my dad's actually blah, 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 blah. And of course they went and asked their mom, like, hey mom, Tony says his dad's really blah, 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 blah. And they go, no, he's not. And then they would come back to me like, my mom said that your dad's not really that guy. And that times like that, when you're a kid, that's where it sucks a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, so what's cool, here's a crazy one for you. So I'm bartending. I move out to LA right after high school, after spending a little bit of time at college, but I moved to LA almost immediately. And long story short, run out of money fast. So I have to go back to Youngstown to save money for a few months. So I pick up working lunch shifts at this other Italian restaurant. And one day it's rented out for like one of those banquets. It's like a 30-year high school reunion, something like that. And I'm bartending and I'm slinging drinks like crazy, just busy as hell. What can I get you? What can I get you? Because it's like open bar or something like that. And I get to this one lady and I'm like, what can I get you? And she's looking at me like she had just seen a ghost. I mean, just completely locked in on my eyes. And she goes, is your father
blank?
And then she said his name. And I go, yes. But I knew immediately who it was, even though I had never seen her or never met her before. And that was his original wife. It was her high school reunion. And when she saw me look at her bartending, this kid, she saw the man that she fell in love with 30 years earlier. Because I look a lot like what he did when he was younger. He looks like what his dad looks like. It's a very dominant gene or something like that. And so she was really freaked out.
This is like Days of Our Lives fucking mob edition. This is nuts.
So here's what's interesting is when she said, because obviously she had a lot of control over him somehow, even though they'd been obviously broken up forever. Well, she's the mother of his 2 actual, children. But she found it unacceptable that they didn't know me, and that she was like, you need to come clean with your entire family. He deserves to know your entire family. We're going to introduce them to his brother and sister. So she's the one that brought justice to it. So I didn't actually even eat at my father's restaurant and meet my father's entire family until I think it was 19 or 20 years old.
She brought you back in. Dude, we get Shia LaBeouf to play you. I don't fucking know. Meg Ryan for the stepmom. Dude, this is a fucking movie. Let's go. Holy shit. So what happened when you met them?
I forgot I was on a podcast. I was enthralled by the story. I'm like, I paint the picture. I see you at the bar. It's fucking...
So tell us about the first time you walked into your dad's restaurant to have dinner with the family.
Well, it's funny. The first thing that I noticed was there's like old Italian pictures in like the hallway when you first open the door. And the craziest thing is I didn't even know that my dad, when I just said that, I did earlier, I said my dad looks like his dad, but I didn't know that until I look on this wall. And one of the first things I see is this very clearly, I'm guessing had to be World War I picture. Is that right? What fucking year was that? 30s?
Could have been, yeah.
Now, 1919, 1918, 1917. That's where you're talking World War One.
So
Okay, then World War II.
That makes more sense, yeah.
Yeah. The picture looked old as shit. It looked older than World War II. I don't know what it was.
You've never seen a family member before. I can imagine.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you
what
what.
the fuck do I know?
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, I would have went back and got one of those fucking kids that made fun of you for saying that you were lying, brought his punk ass into the restaurant and had a couple of goons slap him around why I ate fucking ziti to set them straight.
Yeah.
The prince has returned.
Yeah.
This is like the Lion King.
No, I mean it really is, and it was absolutely unbelievable. It was ridiculous. I mean,
Did the family accept you?
Oh my God, it was beyond accepting. It was, they were
Look
over
at
the
that.
top. They couldn't believe that they had this, like, and I'm telling them like, well, that's cool and all. Like my answer to everybody was, even though I hadn't even tried it yet, I'm like, I'm moving back to Los Angeles and I'm going to become a stand-up comedian. And they're like, that's fucking great. When you're there, check out Ciro's nightclub. Like, that's a cool thing I remember specifically is this old lady being like, you have to go to Ciro's. I was there when I was a little kid and or when I was much younger, and it's the best club in all of Hollywood. And it turns out, of course, as you may know, Ciro's became the comedy store in 1972.
Yeah.
One of my old Italian aunts that I'm just meeting is like, when you get out there, you make sure you go to Ciro's. You'll have the best night of your life. And I've spent like, I don't know, 10,000 plus nights there since.
Oh my God,
That's
that is a
crazy.
fucking.
It was super. I mean, you have to truly imagine it's like being drafted to the coolest team in some sport, like the Yankees of old or the whatever, the Miami Heat back in that crazy time. Like, it's
Sure.
like you're joining an Italian family. You just got drafted to a real fucking super authentic Italian family. And they're like, hey, it was the
Yeah.
weirdest party ever. It was like a super birthday party.
Wait,
It was
they actually had
whole
a
new
party
family,
for you?
and
Like
they love you.
they had a party welcoming you into the family.
Yeah, it was like a whole shebang because I was moving.
I'm gonna
So
fucking cry,
it
dude.
ended up being like this.
This is the
Dude,
this
it's
is
fucking.
this is insane.
You have to be writing this, I would
What's-
assume.
I mean, it's already written. You know what I mean? It's just history. It's,
You can get Dice to play your dad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, get Dice to play your dad.
Again, another absolute funny thing that you mentioned that, because he is exactly like my dad. He talks exactly like my dad. That's exactly who and what I always thought even when I was a kid and I'd see Dice on like HBO or whatever. I'm like, wow, that's just like my dad. I mean, he's not that, he doesn't wear like muscle shirts and gloves and shit, but if Dice and like, I don't know,
He's not
Blue
walking around
Jasmine
doing
or
nursery
whatever,
rhymes.
Your dad's walking up the tables in the
Right.
restaurant. Hickory dickory
Right.
dock.
Let me ask you this: how was the food at your old man's joint after all that
Yeah.
time? Top shelf?
Absolutely unbelievable. And I go back there now every year since then, around Christmas time, and he shuts down, the whole joint's shut down, and I go in there and I can bring whatever friends or whoever I bring with me.
I know where I'm
back
going.
home.
I know where I'm going this
Fuck.
Christmas.
That's fucking
No, I mean,
awesome.
he shuts it all the way down, and you sit at the bar, and he just keeps bringing out courses, everything except for, I never, and he knows this, like the one thing I would never get there is regular red sauce with
Yeah.
meatballs and sausage and pork, because it's just silly. That would be like, the way my mom makes spaghetti sauce, it would be like fucking if Pablo Escobar did someone else's cocaine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's like, no, I'm good.
I got this at the house.
I'm
I'm not
good for
eating
that.
this stepped on shit. You kidding me?
Yeah.
I
Shit's
can
watered
taste,
down.
I can taste the fucking baking
Yeah, I
soda.
literally-
Get out of here.
I mean, I literally, you have to understand, I have fucking Gladlock blocks of my mom's sauce at all times for the last, I've lived out here for, continuously now for like 14 or 15 years. And there's always an emergency reserve just in case. All you need is noodles.
So he still owns it. He still operates it. Is that kind of the last thing that he has that he's doing? He kept the restaurant after the dust settled.
He just closed it like 3 or 4 weeks ago. That's it. The pandemic hit hard, and he was done anyway. He's
got to be older,
more
dude.
than a full year.
Yeah,
and obviously
I'm surprised he didn't close it down sooner.
Obviously, you guys have a pretty solid relationship now. Everything has been somewhat mended to a degree, and
yeah, super, super cool.
And you're close with
in the best of ways. Like this last trip. Yeah, this last trip, for example, I took my entire podcast crew with me because we were doing, crazy sold out shows. We had it routed Columbus, Pittsburgh, Cleveland, and Youngstown's right between Pittsburgh and Cleveland. So, I had Brian Redband and Jeremiah Watkins and Joel Jimenez, Joel and Jeremiah, the band for
we had podcast. Jeremiah on. Yeah.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, he's definitely garbage.
He has another wild garbage fucking. There's like they were doomsday preppers with like fucking. They were like strapped to the teeth with guns and shit. He's real Midwest trash. Real Midwest trash.
But this last time, so like we got in. What was the order of events? We had a whole day off in Youngstown. I set it up that way. And what we did was we hung out in the afternoon with my mom. We rolled up from Columbus, 2.5 hour drive. So we get there, we'll say noon or whatever. And we fucking eat pasta like you wouldn't believe. Like, I mean, truly, like mounds of this shit. And then you finish it and you're like, well, I'm definitely not going to have seconds. I don't know why Tony's mom is saying, when you get up, just get it yourself. The thongs, like I'm not going to need more pasta than this, but everybody does. It's crazy. You just have to picture the super addicting sauce.
I want it.
I can't.
So
so
bad.
we blocked that off. We blocked that off on Friday afternoon. I stayed at my mom's place. They were all at a hotel right around the corner. They got to rest up for a few hours, and then we all went to my dad's place. Bottles of red wine galore, peppers and oil with the craziest bread that just fucking melts away. And then course, salad, minestrone, gourmet everything.
Yeah. Fuck.
This fancy salad, fancy soup, fancy appetizers, calamari, this, that. Unbelievable pasta dish. But when I do eat at my dad's place, I get the seafood pasta. It's incredible. That's a
classy order too. Seafood pasta. That's a fucking top shelf order.
And it is, but it's a bold order at a fancy joint or a steakhouse or an Italian restaurant because it's risky business.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know when the seafood came in. You don't know who's cooking it. And plus the mixers. There's so many things that can go wrong.
Well, that's why it has to be done so well.
But not at your pops, though, huh?
Right.
The seafood came in today. What are you talking about? It's fresh.
100%. He would never in a million years.
Yes, that's not something you order at a diner. No one's ordering the seafood.
That's the one thing about wise guys. They'll do a lot of shit, but I'll tell you what, they ain't eating old fucking seafood.
No.
The mussels better be fresh
When
out of the
it
water.
comes to shellfish, mobsters, it's top shelf. They're not getting the day olds. It ain't happening.
Dude, how about that? And you're fucking with
even
that.
in that prison.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
We got a little bit of a delay.
Yeah.
Even in that prison in Goodfellas, that size of that ice chest that they put those lobsters.
They pull the fucking big fresh lobsters. Yeah. Damn.
I think it's cool.
I want to hang out with Tony's parents on Christmas.
And fucking dude, successful stand up. You're doing a fucking sold out show all around that area, and you come home with your whole crew. Talk about fucking
Local
redemption story.
Local boy makes good.
Fucking an ostracized kid on the fucking playground, didn't know who his family was. Everything was kept a fucking secret. When rightfully so, you should have been running the town at 13. Meanwhile, you're making your own fucking pierogies watching wrestling, and look at how that fucking story ends. That's fucking insane.
And without a doubt, that's what. Yeah, but without a doubt, the two are correlated. You know what I mean?
Sure.
It's not like a coincidence.
Of course,
I think that if I had obviously normal parents and some boring, normal, what people think is a right childhood, then you end up with what? No work ethic, no fucking inner hunger, not growing up fast, all that stuff. But to mention, I'll throw one more cool thing in there because you made me think of it when you're like, what a redemption story, what a fun trip to Youngstown, was that on top of all that, I had to squeeze in on that first day, on that Friday that we got in. I remember now, I dropped those guys off at the hotel, and before going back to my mom's after pasta, I had to go to the other side of town and do a podcast with Boom Boom Mancini, who's from Youngstown. He's like a god where I'm from. He's the biggest deal. And he just started his first ever podcast. That's a very famous boxer that former champion of the world that killed a man in front of all of America. You guys probably know this, right?
Boom Boom Mancini, baby, of course.
So you can imagine he's born and raised from Youngstown, gave back to the city when he became a champion. He's literally a god there. So the only thing cooler than all that and having those magical times and getting to, most importantly, share it with a few friends is having to run an errand like, oh, I'm in Youngstown. Oh, I got to go do Boom Boom Mancini's podcast.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, that's just like odd sentence to even say. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like being in Washington, D.C. and having to go do George Washington's podcast.
That's fucking making it, baby. I'll tell you what, man. I liked you before. I fucking love you now. I'm in your fucking corner. That is a fucking tale of tales right there. Holy fucking shit. How do you not get behind this guy?
Wow. Why?
Woo.
And I think, a lot of the douchebaggery that I do come across as and the braggadocious, cringeworthy stuff that I say and do a lot is because of, as cheesy as it sounds, that, like, I know what I've been through. Like, it's, I don't mind playing the bad guy because I feel like I can always eventually win it back and, sort of play the heel and enjoy that part of things because it doesn't get any wackier than what I've already been through.
I want to open up the movie. All right, fucking an exterior shot of your mom's house in the evening, probably like on a fall day, and we kind of just go into the house. It says Youngstown, whatever year, and it goes in. You can slowly hear the wrestling on this fucking small TV. You see the TV stand in the living room with the old couch, and it fucking goes in, and there's a fucking young Tony Hinchcliffe cutting up fucking onions, making his own fucking dinner, and then fucking do the juxtaposition like your dad, what's going on with that and all that stuff, and fucking just build it up from there. Oh my God.
Final scene, he peels out in a Corvette with yellow racing stripes.
Fucking you driving down the PCH in the fucking vet, fucking doing 80 with your hair blowing back.
I'm serious.
That's fucking
And I'm
awesome.
serious. You guys should have seen, literally today, there I am flying southbound on the 101 at 100 miles an hour. As douchey as it sounds.
Man, you fucking earned it, baby.
All the way up. Loud music all the way up. Just having the time of my life. I played golf at Pebble Beach this weekend. I found golf 4 months ago. Now I'm addicted to golf.
Yeah.
I'm an asshole.
Look at you. Fucking look at
He's
you.
also, from trash, but he's the only guy to ever wear a collared shirt as a guest on the podcast.
Is that a William Murray golf shirt? That's classy. Who's that? Was that a pig?
I don't know. I'm whatever looked good on Amazon, my friend. Amazon. If anyone who doesn't shop for everything on Amazon deserves to die now.
I could see Tony going to the pro shop at a country club and fucking just buying it out. Give me 2 of those, 3 of those, 4 of those.
Take it off the mannequin. I need it. Let's go. I'll catch me on the first tee box.
Wow. Holy shit.
There's no shame in my game. I do go to those pro shops at fancy golf courses, and I go straight for the clearance rack. And I make jokes with it.
Yeah, you're garbage.
Still got to have a little bit in you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Fucking 120 for a shirt. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. No, you can find some good ones there, though. You'd be surprised.
Of course.
Wow.
Not
Ladies
many
and
people
gentlemen, what a fucking episode. What a fucking tale. We really didn't get the
I don't even think we got to any. Yeah, one question.
Because that was just fucking gripping as I've ever. If you like Tony before, you got to love him now. And I don't care who you are, who you know, what it is. Get fucking behind this fucking. Buddy, you got to fucking. I'm rooting for you, kid. I fucking love that. That was a fucking story.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
100% garbage.
Yeah,
Gotta give you that.
unfortunately, you are trash. Yikes.
But you are the
I
fucking
knew it.
garbage boss. I'll tell you that right
Yeah,
there.
boss of garbage. There you go.
You fucking earned it.
Talk
You-
about being the head of the sanitation department. It's fucking Tony Hinchcliffe.
You drive that fucking vet around L.A. blasting Dean Martin, whoever you want, kid. You fucking earned it.
Thank
Buddy,
you
is there
guys. I
anything
had
you
a
want
feeling-
anything you want the gang out there to know other than kill Tony? What do you got coming up? You getting back out on the road? What's the story?
That's it. Yeah, I've got some dates coming up in the middle of November, going back to visit Austin and Dallas for the first time in a while. And other than that, I took the rest of the year off. It's pretty easy breezy. Just kill Tony. Just hanging out with the crew, having fun in a big, giant, empty main room of the Comedy Store, normally with 550 people in there. And now
You're
there's
killing it.
about 9. There's about 9 people in the room. So we're doing something right.
Absolutely, buddy. Fucking the show's unbelievable. The fucking story's unbelievable. His podcast is unbelievable. He's one of the guys fucking charging through the future in the fucking entertainment industry, and we could not be more happy to have you and hear that fucking tale, buddy. Thank you so much for fucking being a part of the show. We loved it.
Yeah, man.
You guys are absolutely great. It was fun to share the story with you. You guys are doing great work over there. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, brother.
Kippy,
Appreciate
what do
it.
you got the folks out there they got to know before we get out of here?
As always, just make sure you rate, review, subscribe on iTunes. Full video available on YouTube. And check us out on that patreon.com/rugarbage.
Yes, so guys, the next time you hear us, we'll be coming at you from our own studio.
Our new digs, baby.
Again, we thank Gas Digital for everything. We love you guys and hope that you continue on this journey with us and hope that you continue to support Gas Digital. Tony, one more time, thank you so much, buddy. We really
Thank you,
appreciate you
guys.
coming on. We'll see you gang later. Peace.